Hi, welcome to this trial at making a little yoga video sequence for you to follow so that you can do a practice even while I'm out of town or you're out of town, whichever way it might be. So just first and foremost, one of the things for me is that I really like to practice yoga in presence. I like to be with you in the room, sharing our energy and really enjoying that shared moment. So while we're here and we're trialing this sort of like different format of it, I just really want to encourage you to keep coming back into your own body, really come back to your breath and allow your breath to help anchor your presence in you. It's really easy once there's a video for our focus and our energy to really be on that we are watching. So let this video be more like a tool to assist you in finding the right shapes so that you know that what you're doing. But then once you've found the shape, trust yourself, trust your instinct, trust your ability to hear my instructions and what I'm saying, to allow yourself to really settle into each pose, to once again bring the practice back to you and your body and your experience, rather than being distracted by the form of me in the video. Because as you know, yoga for me, and I hope for you too, is also really a sacred space for us to come home to ourselves. We spend so much of our lives doing things for other people, be it with our responsibilities at work or with our families, that sometimes it is hard to find space to come home. Sometimes it is hard to retune to our needs and our wants. And that's really what yoga is about for me. The physical movements are merely a portal for you to get to know yourself better. For as we create alignment and space within our physical bodies, it also transcends mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. Okay, so let's see how this goes. As always, just take a moment, find a comfortable seat. If you don't own a yoga block, you can always sit on a pillow if you're uncomfortable sitting on the floor. And then once you've found a comfortable seat, you can go ahead, just close your eyes and just take a moment to arrive here on the mat. I just invite you to let go of whatever kind of day or even week that it has been so far. Just let go of any of the tension, any of the stress, anything that may be preoccupying your mind. And even just let go of any expectation you may have for this practice. Allow yourself just to drop into the here and now. Open yourself to the possibility that this next hour or so really is a gift for yourself, an opportunity for you to come home, for you to commune with your soul, for you to shift whatever it is that you need shifting, as we just take some time to realign ourselves and create space within ourselves, and not just in the physical body, but also mentally or emotionally, energetically or spiritually. Maybe even finding some clarity as to what it is that we are really needing or wanting to invite into our lives. And then, as always, if you like, you can set what's called a sankalpa, an intention for your practice. Very often for me, I just take a moment to see if there is a word or a phrase that is particularly resonating with me in this moment, right here, right now. You don't need to overthink it. And if sometimes you feel a little lost as to what it is that you want to set, sometimes I just go for clarity. And once you have that intention, you can just take a moment to just quietly repeat it to yourself 3 times. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead, also let that go. So just take a moment to drop into your physical body. Feel your legs heavy, your hips heavy. Allow your seat to ground you. And then on your next inhale, you can go ahead and lengthen your spine. Create space between each vertebra as you allow your heart to lift, the crown of your head to float up towards the sky. And if you like, you can gently roll your shoulders up towards your ears and then back, gently squeezing the shoulder blades in towards your spine before releasing. And then just feel those shoulders reaching wide to either side of the space. Feel your chest open. Allow your inner body to be lighter and brighter. And with that, just let your heart open. And from here, let us just lengthen our breath. Take a deeper inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. If you like, you can fold your hands in front of your heart. I'm just going to open this practice with the sound of one arm. You can feel free to sing with me if you like, or you can even just sit there and just gently listen, just allowing the tone to resonate within you. Take a deep breath in. It is always such an honor to lead you in a practice here on the mat. Namaste. Alrighty, so let's begin. We're gonna go ahead, lie down, just like we always begin. So most of this practice is gonna be very similar to a lot of the stuff that we do. So if you start to feel it, if you start to know what you're doing, just drop into it. So just take a moment here and just lie flat on the floor. Take a moment to really release to gravity. Feel the weight of your body just dropping into the ground, and feel gravity just embracing you for a moment. Just letting it all go. And then when you're ready, you can take your hands up over your head, interlace your fingers, press your palms away from you, heels away from you. Nice big stretch. Before gently releasing, gently hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug, big squeeze. You can even tuck your chin in towards your chest. And then when you're ready, we're just going to take a gentle twist. So you're just going to take your right arm out towards the right and drop your knees over towards the left. Yeah. So one of the things you want to do is you want to try to keep the right shoulder flat on the floor, as flat as you can. If you like, you can even turn your head to look over your right shoulder. And then from there, I always like to use my left hand on my right thigh, just to add a little pressure. It feels good to pull the belly button in. You'll feel your lower back broaden. You get a little bit more space there. You can try if you like. Some of you may feel better with your knees more in line with the hips. I really like to go more into the full lower back thoracic spine twist, so I like to bring my knees closer towards my chest. And then just breathe here. Reach long through the right arm, soften the right shoulder towards the floor. taking one more breath. And then when you're ready, gently inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, just drop your knees over towards the right. And once again, just take a moment, reach the left arm long. Try to soften the left shoulder towards the earth. Take your right hand onto your left thigh. Just add a little weight, a little bit of pressure. So once you're here, just take a deep inhale, pull a belly button in. You'll feel the lower back broaden, like right across here, sort of opens. And then you just try to reach long through the left arm as you reach the left knee long, just creating a little more space. For another 3. Another 2. And then 1. Gently inhale, come on back to center. Take your arms inside your knees, grab hold the outsides of your feet, and just gently pull down on the little toe sides of your feet. Just press your feet up towards the sky. Happy baby pose. One of the things you want to do here is soften the shoulders towards the earth and reach the tailbone long towards the front of the space. I find that gets a little bit more opening through the inner groin, sometimes into the hips. And then when you're ready, you can take your hands inside of your feet, grab hold of the big toe mounds, and squeeze your legs out wide into a straddle. Now remember, if you can't get your legs straight, it's not a problem. Just keep holding on to your feet and just press your feet into your hands. As you energize the big toe mound into your hands, you'll feel the inner thighs get more of a stretch. And also, once again, just reach that tailbone long, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Just breathe here. And of course, if you can't get your legs straight, you can go for that. Just keep the tailbone dropping down as you pull your toes towards the earth. And then when you're ready, inhale, bring your feet together, hook your hands over your toes. And once again, even if you can't get your legs straight, just press your toes into your hands. Press all the way long, or if your legs can go straight, once again, soften the tailbone, but draw the shins towards your nose. Squeeze the legs long and straight. Even press your toes long. You get a little bit more sort of a lengthening through the back of the legs. Yeah. And then when you're ready, go ahead, hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a last little big squeeze, big hug. And then from here, you can either roll to your left to sit up, or if you like, you can rock and roll up. Yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit of core work just right at the start before we go into our full practice. So from here, you wanna bring your hands to the top of the shins, move your bum a little bit closer towards your heels. So that, this is like my normal distance. This is a slightly tighter distance. And with your hands just hold on to the shins, pull the belly button in. And exhale, just round through the back so that you bring the back of your pelvis onto the floor. The sit bones are pointing towards my heels. I want to soften the shoulders, pull the belly button in, but lift through the heart. Yeah, nice. So anyway, from here, just tuck your chin for a moment. Exhale, round. Inhale, come all the way back up. Lengthen through the spine, open the throat, lift the chin. Exhale, round all the way. Keep the back round this time. We're just sort of manipulating the spine. One more time. Inhale, all the way back up. And exhale, round all the way through. Nice. And then now from here, pull the belly button in. So you're pulling the belly button down. Lift through the heart, draw the shoulders down, but keep the belly button rounding. Make sure the back is still rounding. Try to resist having the back arching, right? So even as the back rounds, lift the heart. And then go ahead and lift your hands and then lift your feet. Now remember, if you're someone here and you find it hard to keep the back rounding, if you find naturally you tend to go to here, yeah, then you can bring your hands behind you to support you in that curve so you can really engage the core, because that's what we're trying to do here again. If you're okay, you can take your hands forward, and then all we're going to do, nice and simple, you're going to take your left leg straight, and then exhale, bring it back in. Right leg straight. Exhale, bring it back in. Shoulders down, left leg straight. All the way back in. Right leg straight. All the way back in. One more time each side. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, bring the feet to the floor, hands to the shins. Inhale, just lengthen through the spine, roll the shoulders back, open the throat, lift the chin. Exhale, round all the way. Nice. Round 2, lift the heart, but keep the back rounding. Release the hands, release the feet. And this time we just do the simple cycle. Remember, once again, if you find your back is arching, you can always bring your hands here. So sometimes I like to bring my hands here just to really help me engage that core. And especially if I'm feeling a little tired, it's a good way to go. And then when you're ready, slowly bring your feet back to the floor. Take your hands to the shins. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Exhale, round. Lift through the heart. Release the hands, lift the feet. And then once again here, you can either keep your hands here or you can keep your hands here. Yeah, and you can go ahead, cycle backwards this time. Really push through the heels of the feet and try and go nice and slow. If you go slow, you'll actually feel it sort of working its way around the core. For another 2. And then 1. Gently bring your feet back to the floor, hands to the shins. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Nice. Bring your hands up, lift your feet up. Last little set here. Remember, if you need to, hands can go to the floor. We're going to bring the lower back to the floor, feet long. Exhale, round in. Inhale, lower feet. Exhale, round in. One more time, lower back to the floor. Exhale, round in. One more just for kicks. Bring your hands to the shins. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Really nice. And then when you're ready here, we're going to cross our legs, place our hands on the floor. We're going to go ahead and push on back to downward facing dog. I'm just going to place my microphone in my back pocket now. So when you're ready, just go ahead, take down dog, hands on the floor, stretch your feet back. And then just breathe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So just take a moment here in down dog. Check your hands, shoulder distance apart, fingers are parallel. And then just look back at your feet. Check that your heels are sit bone distance apart, parallel too. And start to stretch long. Feels good, you can go ahead, bend your right knee, squeeze your left leg straight. And go ahead to swap sides. So yeah, just really working out the back of that legs. Take a moment, really feel your sit bones reaching for the sky, the heels dropping towards the earth. Open the armpits out to the side. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale, float forward to plank pose. And exhale, chaturanga. Release to the earth. Untuck your toes. Remember now with chaturanga, you can always put your knees on the floor, yeah? Alrighty. So once you're ready, untuck the toes, check your wrists underneath the elbows. Hug the elbows in. Roll the shoulders back, and then inhale, come on back up to cobra. Yeah, keep the elbows bent, hugging in, heart melting forward. Exhale, lie all the way back down. And then when you're ready, you're going to inhale, you're going to turn, look over your right shoulder. Little thoracic spine twist. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, turn, look over your left shoulder. Exhale, come on back down. Inhale, come right back up through the center. And then exhale, push up to your hand and knees, tuck your toes under, drop your hips back to your heels, stretch long. And then go ahead, push back, downward facing dog. Stretching all the way. Nice. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or jump to the top of the mat. And then just take a moment here to hang out. Remember to soften your knees at first. Hold on to the elbows and just let the body hang. What you'll find is naturally, you'll find you kind of put more weight into your heels. So you can see now my bum is like behind my heels. See if you can lean more into your toes so that you feel your hips are more over your heels. And you'll actually start to feel a real different sort of like lengthening through the back of the legs. If it feels good, you can go ahead, gently rock the body side to side. Oh, it's quite nice to really just sort of let go for a bit. And then when you're ready, come back to center and start to lengthen long. Lean into the toes. Yeah, so you just allow your toes to get heavy and then start to ground through the heels. Start to squeeze the legs straight. Feel the inner knees and the thighs going back. Remember, it's just the start of practice. So if you're feeling tightness through the hips or the lower back, like if you're someone and you're like here and it's really hard, keep a little bend in the knees so you can release more through the back of the body. Yeah, otherwise if you're okay, legs fully straight, inner knees and the thighs back. And then go ahead, take your hands to the top of the shins and inhale, halfway lift. Really lengthen the spine, feel the shoulders lifting up. Exhale, fold, grab hold the back of your calf muscles, pull them up as you melt your heart down. And then once again, inhale, halfway lift. Once again, try to keep the weight over the toes more, shoulders wide, hips back. Exhale, fold, grab hold of the ankles if you can. Pull yourself in, try to lengthen the crown of the head towards the floor. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, soften to the knees as you roll the spine all the way up. Take your hands to the sky. Stay facing this way, but go ahead, grab hold of your right wrist, then lean over towards the left, stretch long. Scoop that left shoulder underneath you, more of a stretch to the right side. And then inhale, come on back to center. Exhale, go the other way. Pull down the right arm, stretch long to the left side of the body. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, gently release. If you like, you can bring your hands to your heart. And just pause here for a moment. Let the body feel nice and tall and full and open. Just enjoying that space.